Well, we've had some fantastic results today, haven't we? So the young people of York have really stepped up to the mark and produced some fantastic GCSE results, whereas nationally with the changes, there's been a slight drop in those standards.
But you're pretty confident that won't be reflected in York then?
Well, it's very early days and we're still analysing all the figures, but the first indications are that that's not happened in York. The children have done a fantastic job.
What's happened nationally is a bit disturbing though, isn't it?
Well, it's been a massive change. It's been a massive change. So GCSEs as well as the A-levels are now more focused on those end results. That examination, there's a lot more emphasis on grammar for the English and there's a lot more emphasis on actual calculations in the mathematics. So it is a different approach, and that's been a challenge to introduce that within the schools, to get the kids on board, to get those young people engaged in that new way of being tested, and to get the schools actually engaged and to change the curriculum so they can get those results. But they've come on.
Well, more stress and more uncertainty is what some critics have said. What do you think about that?
Well, any change brings about uncertainties and does bring about pressures, and then it's been introduced over the 3 years. So we're going to be summer 19 before this is fully introduced, and then we'll be able to see whether it was the right way or not. But let's look at the positives, and the positives are the kids of York have done a fantastic job.
Now, you've got a message for employers, which I think is interesting, which is educate yourself to the fact that you'll be getting an array of results and different marks.
Yeah, absolutely. So a third of the different subjects has changed this year, a third next year and a third in the last year. So you're going to actually get some kind of CVs coming in now, some of which will have A to Gs and some of which you'll have a mix of letters and numbers as that changes over the next 3 years. So employers need to get their head around that so that they're making informed decisions when they're making those critical views on who to interview and who not for jobs.